Hello, we are discussing parts of speech and very rudimentary aspects of English grammar, and I'll be mixing language and literature while discussing all of these things. So, these are the first 10 lines from Milton's Paradise Lost. It is an epic, right? What is an epic? Well, we can talk into that if we can go into that if you want. Tell me if you want. So, parts of speech. And I'll first read those first lines. I think I should. So I'll first read them for you. Of man's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden tree, whose mortal test brought death into the world and all our woe, with laws of Eden, till one greater man restore us and regain the blissful seat. Sing heavenly muse that on the secret top of Oreb or of Sinai didst inspire that shepherd who first taught the chosen seed in the beginning how the heavens and earth rose out of chaos, or if sand hell delight thee more, etc. So it was an extemporaneous performance, an extempore performance, and if you noticed, I was giving pauses where they are due and whose model test. I'll first tell you of talk of this pronunciation. Think of it. How would you in IPA transcribe? Will it be this? I want you to think about it. Tast. Why did I say tast, not taste? Pronunciation then was different than what it is today. And so, I might be wrong. Please correct me if I am. But all of these things, the intonation, rise and fall of pitch, all of these things, they're very integrated. And to consider separately each of them is good for scientific purposes. Otherwise, they go hand in hand with the rest of the aspects of language and literature. So we talked about taste or taste, taste. So this, if we go into detail, this is a stop segment that comes, by the way, in linguistics, and I think it should all be taken together. It was taken together before linguistics appeared on the horizon. So parts of speech we're talking about. We'll be discussing all of these things together. Okay, because that is how they exist naturally. Parts of speech, then. That is the most basic aspect of English grammar, any grammar. When we go classifying words and units in a language. First, let us mark out all the nouns in these 10 lines from Paradise Lost. And let us see how they are arranged and why, to what effect. And is it always deliberate? Is it always intended? Or how the poet produced when he produced these lines? By the way, he was blind when he composed this poem. Milton, if you know him. If you are a student of literature, you must know him. Out of your duty. Out of duty. Okay, let it be. Nouns. All the nouns. We'll mark all the nouns first. I'll use this symbol for it. Nouns. Of man's first disobedience and the fruit. Disobedience. Another noun. Fruit. Another noun. Of that forbidden tree, whose mortal test brought death into the world and all our woe. Death, world, woe. With laws of Eden, till one greater man. Loss, Eden. Man. Is one also a noun? Of course, it is a noun. Is it doing the work of a noun here? What is it doing? It is doing the role of, it's performing the role of a part of speech other than a noun. So I'll mark it differently. It is यहाँ पे है वो determiner, by the way. It is a determiner. Okay. I'm talking in linguistics terms. The terminology isn't important, but it is not a noun here. Till one greater man, the whole phrase here, by the way, is a noun phrase. We'll talk about it. Restore us. Now, us is not a noun. Though it refers to a noun, it is not a noun. And regain the blissful seat. Seat is a noun. Sing heavenly muse that on the secret top. Sing heavenly muse. Heavenly muse together forms a noun phrase again. Muse is a noun. Secret top. Top is a noun. Of Oreb or of Sinai didst inspire. Oreb and Sinai are nouns. How can I say they are nouns? I can say that because they are preceded by prepositions. We'll talk about it, what they are later. That shepherd who first taught the chosen seed. Shepherd is a noun. Beg your pardon. Shepherd is a noun. Who refers to a noun but is not a noun. The chosen seed is a noun phrase. Seed is the noun in this noun phrase. It's called head, I think. We'll find it. I will talk about it later. It will be at length that we'll be discussing these concepts of these lines and more such lines. Next, in the beginning is a noun. How the heavens and earth, how the heavens is a noun, earth is a noun. Rose are chaos. Or if sign hill together is a noun phrase. Alright, this much about nouns. We've listed all nouns. What you must understand, why I did it, why I'm doing this, why we're doing this. When you write about poems, when you talk about stylistics, when you talk about metrics of poems, all of these things matter. How many nouns? Counting how many. It is very, I don't know how you like the job, but let it be. Count the nouns. We must count the nouns. 1, 2, 3. First line, there are 3 nouns. 4, 5. There are 2 nouns in the second line. 6, 7, 8. 3 nouns in the third line. 9, 10, 11. Or 12. Let it be 4 nouns, including 1. Restore us and regain the blissful seat. Only 1 noun. I've forgotten the sum, running sum, okay? Please, we'll do it again. 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. Alright, so let the running sum be within here, 12. And then only 1 noun, 13. Then sing heavenly muse that on the secret top. Muse, only 1 noun. 2 nouns. Pardon. Messias. Then 1, 2. Okay, only 2. 2 nouns. 13 plus 2, 15 is plus 2 is 17. Then 1, 2. 2 nouns. 19 nouns. 1, 2, 3. 3 nouns. 22 nouns in all till the ninth line. 1, 2, 3. 3 nouns. 25 nouns. All right. Now let's count the total number of words so that we can state it in relation to that number. Numbers matter. Find out what's another meaning of numbers. So we're counting nouns. I'll pause the video, count the nouns, count the words and all the words in the lines and return. Okay, you can, if you want, count 2.